So, good morning guys, welcome back. So today we are doing a little vlog with the 2-car. The big trailer has a pending sale. So thank you to the gentleman who is potentially buying this trailer for following instructions to reach out to me via email, and then don't cold call me. You know, just, he saw it, he messaged me as he should have. We've been talking on the phone, hashing out the deal. So right now the big trailer is off the market, you know, pending the sale to him, which hopefully happens this weekend and I can go spend more money. So we're working a 2-car. So right now 2-car is, I mean, it's still for sale, but I still gotta run it. Can't sit around. So we are headed to Copart here in Chambersburg, Pennsylvania. It's like 7 miles down the road from my house, which is nice. And we're taking care of, we got 2 pickups there, then 2 drops from there, because I had to get back towards like the Philadelphia, New Jersey area to pick up 2 cars for a direct customer of mine, a dealership of mine. Try to broker them out and just didn't really get any bites on them. People, I mean, I don't mean to be, I know I'm gonna make a video about this, but I don't mean to be like, I'm a transporter too and I understand, but when people are wanting to get like, you know, $2.25 a car because they have a single car trailer, like I can't, you know, I gotta keep my customer happy. My customer knows what he pays out of that place each and every time. If I'm transporting it, and if I start, you know, bumping that rate, I'm gonna lose that customer, so I can't do that. So I'm the one that's going to get it today. But I want to show you guys, you know, what I did my first month of brokering out some loads, how much the total transport costs were across the board, what my income was, and then I do have to pay out to the gentleman I'm an agent for, but I'm not going to show you any of that. But you'd be surprised sometimes when, especially on these shorter hauls that I'm trying to broker out, what I'm trying to do is like, they have one here, one here, one here. I can't just get all of them. You know, I'm more picking up the clusters of cars that, you know, they're buying, or ones that are within a reasonable amount, you know, 30 minutes to an hour of each other. Yeah, I can get both of those, but I can't get one in Pittsburgh and then get one down in Richmond and get one over in Delaware. It just, so that's why I started brokering them out. But you'd be surprised that on the shorter runs, what I charge and what I can get it moved for so close sometimes, that if I get an offer for, say I charge my customer and I know I do 200 bucks for that lane, and I list it for 150, all right, and they say I can get it moved today for 200. For me, getting that checked off the list, fine, whatever. I'm not gonna make any money off of that. You know, hopefully sometimes I can meet them in the middle at 175 and me make 25 bucks just for the headache and it being my customer, but it doesn't work out like that sometimes. So I'll do a whole video breaking that down. But a couple minutes from Copart, when you stop and get some caffeine, I want to check the air pressure in one of these tires. This fuel station up here has air hoses at the pumps, in the truck pumps, which is really nice. So if I have to add to that one tire, I will do so. So check up with you guys here in a little bit. Boom, just like that. 16 Mustang, front end damage. 05 Tacoma, front end damage. About 400 bucks on 180 miles to get me where I need to be today. Pickup was only 7 miles from my house. Not really gonna complain. Oh, 80 gallons of diesel later. 16 ounces of diesel for me. about 2 hours and 40 minutes or so. Our drops are relatively close to each other, and so is our first pick. So that'll help out with saving some time. But we got something interesting to do today. As I'll just talk about it here while we're sitting at this light. So I gotta bring 2 back from New Jersey. So right now I have 2 cars in New Jersey and 1 in Mannheim to come back to Hagerstown, Maryland. So I had I think all of them up on the board except for the Mannheim one to go to Hagerstown, and nobody bid on them. And the one guy did bite on the one, but he wanted double what I was asking, and what I was asking was like $1.30 a mile for 1 car. So he wanted like $2.50, which wasn't going to happen for my customer. But so what I'm going to do is I got to get down to Salisbury, Maryland tomorrow. The only car I could find, I've got a motorcycle to take down. So I was like, man, if I could just find a car to put on the trailer too, make it easy, bada bing, bada boom. I found a car in Lancaster. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring 2 back from Jersey, drop 1 in the parking lot at Mannheim, pull the other car I have in Mannheim out, so then I have 2 sitting there waiting for me, and then take 1 New Jersey home and 1 that goes to Salisbury for tomorrow back. So then I don't have to run all the way to New Jersey to get 1. I just have to run to Mannheim, and then there'll be 2 sitting there waiting for me. So it's one good thing about Mannheim, having such a big parking lot there. You can just drop cars and they never know, and then come back and get them. I mean, I've done that. You guys got stuff all over you. I've done that many times with other transporters. Just dropping them in the parking lot or just picking them up in the parking lot, and it you know, makes things a lot easier. So that's the plan for today. I'm sure something will change, because that seems pretty much how the last 4 weeks have gone for me. Back in the dirty Jers. Oh, I feel like I was just here yesterday. Huh. You guys want to see what this life is like? Welcome to New Jersey. Dude tried to tell me I gotta wait 40 minutes to get paid because he's at lunch. No one ever said there was any lunchtime you had to wait for. It's a freaking warehouse. So he says he's here somewhere. Let's see if we can get our money. 1 pick done, 1 drop done. Headed to drop number 2. We're actually 1.2 miles away from that in Edison, New Jersey. The reason I decided to make a pick before I made 2 drops is I would have had to backtrack, and the front car, the Mustang's fork off. Been here before a couple times, and they'll unload it with a forklift. So that's good news, because it's starting to pour again. And then my last pickup is at a Mazda dealership for a CX-5. Run over to Lancaster, drop 1 car in the Mannheim parking lot. Go in Mannheim, pull another one out, so I have 2 waiting in the parking lot. And then we will run over to CarMax, grab that, and head home. So, and it's already 2 o'clock, so I couldn't leave my house till like 7:30-ish, because that's a pretty nice truck.
In half a mile, turn left on
because I had to pick up at 8 at Coke Park. So didn't get home in time last night to get preloaded for today. So just a couple hours behind, no big deal though. I think about 4 hours. So we're here in Lancaster, PA at CarMax, picking up 1 unit. You have to go up to this gate here and call on the phone, and then they'll bring the car to you after they verify. It's after 7 o'clock now, so thankfully they're open till 9, and the guy already came and got my paperwork. And Said he'd be back in a minute with the car, so he'll come out of this gate right here and I'll just pull it right up on the trailer. It's a little Fiat headed to Salisbury, Maryland. Pays 150 bucks on 145 miles. Going there tomorrow, taking a bike that pays 300 on 180 miles, something like that, I don't know. And then bringing a truck back up. So this Fiat that I picked up pretty much just is going to pay for expenses. This is kind of like a tomorrow's kind of like a buddy, I mean it's still getting paid, kind of like a buddy deal though. It's for a dealership of mine. I'm taking a bike he sold down and bringing a truck back up that he bought. So enough of that. Truck's dirty, truck needs a wash. Busy trying to find another trailer or two to buy. And winter time's coming. It's starting to get cold here. Well, the good news is we're coming through town, which means we're only about 15 minutes away from home. It's 8:42. Now you guys see why I start my day around 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock at the latest, when I can, and why I'm always preloaded, but that didn't happen today. So I'm starving, I haven't eaten. I think I packed my lunch and I think I ate it probably around 10 o'clock. That's the way it happens when I pack my lunch. If it's sitting there in the seat, I just start thinking about it and, oh, look at my baby. Hey, get out of here. Clear. Look at her. That's motivation right there. So, we are, we're almost home to them, and that's the good news. The bad news is we have entirely too much paperwork to do. I have probably around 8 to 10 vehicles to add to one invoice, which includes me going through my phone and finding all the gate passes they had originally sent me, just so I don't forget to send an invoice or bill a vehicle on that invoice. Sometimes I just gotta sit down and do it. It doesn't really take all that long, but if I forget a vehicle, then I'm not gonna get paid for it. And what's the point of hauling vehicles if we're not gonna get paid for it? So I will see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow's gonna be probably another vlog. Just showing you what I'm hauling, doing some chit chatting. Hope you guys enjoy that. If you do, drop a like. I've got the 50,000 mile review coming out on this bad girl. I've got my first month of brokering coming out, so stay tuned. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys then.